Launching void vessel exploration operation.
Loading. Let's go.
Is everyone alive? I want you to stay close now. Everyone, if you can hear me, please respond.
Oh, this is James. I'm hurt but still alive.
I'm alive, too.
Are you all right?
Everyone, give me anything. Broke the rib. Other than that, I'm alive. But James is in a critical condition. He has multiple fractures and he might
already.
The extremely high concentration must be why we can see him regenerating. James, tell me if you feel any discomfort.
I feel a little nauseous and strange. I'm lost and driven by the sounds. Maybe it's terrifying there. Marie, keep your dose of proceeds. Maybe my arms start to come down.
Alright, Edwin. I can also feel your broken rib seeping into your lungs. I'm going to give you an even smaller dose than James. Here, let me see your shoulder.
Oh. Yeah, I'm glad the captain is alright. At least our captain is unbreakable.
Eddie, that's not funny. Do you know how worried I am?
Just want to help you relax. Work with you, we wouldn't have known what to do with ourselves.
That's right. And what's important is that we have one less wounded. You can relax now.
Hold on. Everybody stand back. James is changing.
James! James! Charge!
No. Could it be because of the serum? Then Edwin and I
Marie! Don't jump to conclusions. Nothing has happened yet. We were exposed to large amounts of void energy on our way here. What's happening to James is because of void energy. So calm down and get moving.
Are you saying we should give up on James? We have to find a way to help him.
Eddie, we have to survive in order to save James. Don't look back, just run.
No, that's not James. That monster can't be James.
You're right. That must be a monster just impersonating James. That monster can't be James. Can it?
Marie, Edwin, pull yourself together. We have to remain calm.
How can I stay calm in a situation like this? Captain,
You saw it.
you saw when you the thing can happen to us. Do you promise us nothing will happen? How the hell are we going to survive the void? I don't want to die. I want to die. I want to live.
Loading.
my body. It doesn't feel right.
Eddie, what's wrong? No! Eddie, get a hold of yourself, please.
I feel so cold. So cold. I can't stand it.
Marie,
I hate the world. I hate it so much. I want to kill everyone. I want everyone to feel how cold I am. In my pants.
Look at me. My body. I'm a wreck. Why is our captain okay? Captain, you didn't take the serum. Captain, you're amazing. You survived even in a situation like this. How does it feel to watch us all die?
Captain, why do you look so sad? Are you happy to survive out of all of us? It feels good, doesn't it? To watch us become monsters.
no, that's not true. Please, don't do this to me.
great job, Descendant. We're analyzing the records you uploaded to your receive channel. The results should be available soon, so you'll be able to head out right away. Right on time. We've just completed analysis. The results aren't bad, but they aren't great either. Starting with the results of the detailed analysis, it's been confirmed that all of these records were modified with a specific decryption system developed by Albion headquarters, all with different IDs too. Which means, as we suspected, Aisha's squad did make it to VV-072.
The problem is the next part. We've analyzed the records we believe to have been left by Aisha's squad. I just can't make sense of them.
It's like Keelan said. The more I examine the records, the creepier it gets, the harder it is to understand. It's like a diary of someone suffering from nightmares. It's that erratic. I'm going to request that Data Intelligence do secondary analysis on it. A more detailed analysis might reveal repetitions, or anything that could help us understand what happened. This doesn't seem to be just about Aisha, but about her entire squad. So I hope we can find some clues.
We'll take care of this. You get to HQ and brief them. Before you do, you can upload this data to Ajax's receive channel. I bet he's been waiting for it.
Whoa, Keelan! You finally learned some social skills. I'm lost for words. You're going to respond to my messages right away from now on, right?
I've always answered you immediately. With silence.
I tried to hide that I've been waiting for this, but I guess I failed. Thank you for looking out for me.
I didn't do it for your gratitude. And I'd appreciate if next time you don't bring your personal issues into an operation.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You were doing so well. Just say something nice.
Descendant, I apologize for rushing you here like this. While conducting the secondary analysis requested by Hound, I discovered something new. The Vulgus weren't just after information about the Ironhearts, they were also looking for something else entirely. It was what you and Keelan discovered during your first foray, the unidentified lifeform. The Vulgus were looking for research data on that lifeform, as well as anything else related to the Ironhearts. Data that could reveal the location of the Ironhearts should be reason enough to go to VV-072. But for them to also look for data on that lifeform means it must represent a great strategic benefit to them. The Ironhearts and the R&D on an unidentified lifeform. The link between them is the Ancestors. Now that we know for certain that VV-072 is not a Vulgus ship, the only other beings capable of building a vessel of that size were the Ancestors. The problem is that we have been unable to figure out why the Ancestors left Ingress after quantum encrypting geographical data on Ingress, and why they researched the creation of the unidentified lifeform on that vessel. It feels like I'm sinking deeper into the void abyss myself the more I investigate this. I wish I could find a clear answer. For now, Command will work with the Magisters to hypothesize the most likely explanation. I'll get back to you when we have something meaningful to report.
Descendant, I believe I have a way to unravel this mystery. Like HQ, I also believe that VV-072 is an ancestor ship. Most of the technology present on VV-072 is a match for that of the Ancestors. Many of the technological marvels created by the Ancestors are based on the same algorithm as I am. Therefore, it should be possible to use my code to access the ship's internal operating systems. And I know Eckert has developed an algorithm that minimizes interference from void energy. This is a new form of analytical code that merges Eckert's algorithm with my decryption code. Uploading this code to the ship's systems should enable you to find the data hidden by the Ancestors The Ancestors' data is likely to be quantum encrypted, and it will take some time to decrypt it. But if you are patient, you will acquire a vast amount of data. If I had any records relating to the ship, I could have hastened the process. But for some reason, there is no information on the Void Abyss, Void Vessels, or VV-072 in my records. I am perplexed by this, but it is not too late if we hurry. We can still stop the Vulgus and overcome the increasing information gap.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think? If it's new research, I'm listening. Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately.
This is off topic, but aren't you all cold?
My battlesuit has a built-in heating function.
The Vulgus Fortress. We knew such command facilities existed, but we never had any information about their sizes or exact locations. Our terrain scanner never detected them, and as they were deep within Vulgus territory, it was impossible to send any recon squads. Seeing them up close and personal now, they're pretty imposing. If I ever go back to being a military academy professor, I'd like to write a paper about this fortress. But there's no need for us to be intimidated. Once we've destroyed the Ironheart, the tide of war and history will turn in our favor. All right, infiltration team. Let's get to it. Our primary goal is to infiltrate where the Vulgus signals are the weakest and locate the source of inverted energy. Unfortunately, the guide can only detect the general energy scattered throughout the area. And because we're in a massive energy field, it's like being lost in fog. It'll be difficult to find the source. So, we need to do reconnaissance around the fortress and gather information about the source of the inverted energy. It's going to be an extremely dangerous mission. Good luck, all of you. The survival of humanity depends on it.
In order to destroy the Ironheart, we have to locate the inversion facility. If we find the source of the inverted energy, we should find the related facility. The guide is connected to the search drone, and I need you to escort it. It has to be protected.
The communications frequencies from the surrounding area are causing interference. They must be coming from the Vulgus communications facility.
We'd be able to sweep a larger area by connecting the search drone to the Vulgus comms facility, wouldn't we?
With my abilities, it's more than possible.
Good. Escort the drone to the comms facility.
be recharged!
I will sync the communications facility to the drone. It won't take long, but the drone will still need to be protected.
Thanks to you, I've identified a few locations that show high energy levels. I'll track them.
Levick, I sense an increase in inverted energy around you. Where are you now?
I was investigating the wreck of a Vulcan ship, and I think I've stirred up a hornet's nest. I need support.
Levick, how far out are you? Wait right there.
Stand with you until the end.
I should never have sent Levick off by himself. My bad. Hey, these Vulgus punks are responding really quickly. Looks as if their commander isn't to be taken lightly. Let's eliminate the defense forces here first, then secure the gate that leads to the wrecked ship. I really hope Levick can withstand it until then. Captain Survival, you need to hold them off until we get there.
You don't have to tell me. If I die, the 44th Grenadiers will be completely wiped out.
We need to decrypt the security code in order to open the enemy gate. I'll lure the main enemy forces to create a diversion. You need to get the gate's security algorithm. Careful. The enemy is acting suspiciously.
Stopping their attack!
Vulgus reinforcements are arriving. Hurry! Allied transport drone is standing by.
Shield.
Here come the enemy reinforcements. There's a lot of them. Secure the target. Hurry!
Shields are offline.
Algorithm obtained. Well done.
Eliminating the enemy's defense will attract their attention and create an opportunity for Lepic. That location there seems to be one of the main strongholds for enemy munitions transport. We might be able to kill two birds with one stone.
Let's go.
We will divide it into pieces and take it for us. I agree.
We'll use the enemy terminal to lure the Vulgus to your location. They'll come at you in droves, so be prepared. You'll have to hold them off and buy as much time as possible.
We've spotted an enemy squad closing in on your location. Be careful.
was reckless, but we were able to collect some important intel. The guide has moved to Lepix Arcade. Watch out. A high-level Vulgus has been detected. Well done. I'll leave you to finish up the rest of the mission.
This is Lepik. Thanks for the support. You saved my life.
Jonathan, thanks to you, we were able to obtain important information from the wrecked ship. The inversion device must be somewhere around here. Descendant, the Vulgus ship in front of you appears to have crash-landed on its way to Ingress. The flight log has been completely erased, but the date of when it ends is close to the date when the Vulgus first appeared. What is also important is that this ship was loaded with huge, powerful energy equipment. At first I thought it was the ship's engine or power source, but I soon found that theory to be incorrect. Do you remember when the Hagios Prime Hand's ruins erupted with radiant heat? This ship is similar. The central part has a thick coating that can absorb radiant heat. Such a measure would not have been necessary unless inversion technology was involved. That means that this ship was equipped with an inversion device. Descendant, I believe I know where it might have been installed, if the device has not been destroyed or removed from the ship. I'll send the potential location to your receive. Try looking there, Descendant.
The location that the guide sent is full of Vulgus signals. Let's spread out and take control of the area.
Now it's my turn, you Vulgus bastards. See? The Vulgus power grid blankets that area. Since we don't know which defense facility those bastards are gonna get up and running, let's just lay waste to all of them. you there are guys carrying high voltage fuses in the vicinity of power plants. Find Vulgus units with high voltage fuses. As you find, boom, blow up the generator.
Enemy reinforcements are headed your way. They've also deployed elite units. Engage them carefully.
Whoa! Power supply to the enemy has been cut off. Incredible.
Commencing facility search. Biesa, Lepik, keep engaging the enemy. These defense garrison forces are pretty tough.
Don't worry about us. Focus on your own lecturing duties, Professor. Once you locate the inversion facility, let's finish this once and for all.
Now that we have entered the facility, I can clearly feel powerful inverted energy. I can even detect Ironheart particles. Yes, I am certain that the Vulgus performed the inversion process here.
That's good news. So we can destroy the Ironheart here then?
I hope this ends well.
Descendant, I detect inverted energy coming from that direction. It appears we definitely won't need the radiant heat absorption coating here. I understand why they moved the equipment here from the ship. This is an excellent place to cool it. But there is something odd about it too. Considering the high temperatures of the inverted energy we observed in Hagios, it is impossible that a glacial cave like this could have stayed intact throughout the process. It does not even show signs of melting or forming.
Sorry, but there's no time to play detective. A large Vulgus force is headed your way.
Loading. You're next.
heading towards that abandoned place, have you? Bring round the assault ship. I will descend upon that location too. This brings back memories of when I used to guard Amon.
You guarded Amon?
Descendant, deactivating a security system like this isn't that complicated. The problem is that this system is set up to be controlled externally, just like in a prison.
The Vulgus commander said something about guarding. Something's not right.
I have accessed the system that is linked to this facility via the terminal. I'll try to discover anything I can. Descendant, I'm certain that this is the inversion machine that was loaded onto the ship. But everything is destroyed. What happened here?
Then there's nothing we can do?
Wait. They left a surveillance record in the facility database. I'll look into it.
Technology destroyed the inversion class. The Iron Heart is safe, but I still suspect that miserable wretch of having ulterior motives. They would want to move the company the inversion and the surface around. Lord Carell said that we could do a little rearranging of Eden's space across. So I did. Still, I admit the inversion service that they built is not bad. Melting Carboxide eating the Iron Heart and the energy. They will manage to keep his miserable life, thanks to the building of this new contraption. But it makes no difference. Master Carell told me that I would kill that traitor when this is all over. Amon, your faction, your future generations, I liberate all of you from this world. You shall experience the rage of the Vulgus.
Inversion. Pardon. Ajax, there's still a chance. The Vulgus were unable to complete the inversion process here. That's why the traces of energy were so weak. There is a more powerful facility called the inversion furnace somewhere. The inversion process must have been completed there.
Guide, right now, getting out of here safely is priority number 1. Locating the inversion furnace comes second.
Understood. I will try to find somewhere to link to the emergency transmission signal.
Signal confirmed. Commencing transmission.
Requesting updates from descendants at each front. Eugen, does anyone need to be evacuated from the White Knight Gulch?
We can't get a full picture of what's happening in the combat zones. Valby, use your waterways and check on the injured.
Roger that. Submerging.
Got a question about the operation? Descendant, thank the heavens your injury is not serious. I received the report from Ajax's team. Honestly, when I first saw that abandoned device, I thought it was all over. But then, we discovered another facility by investigating the first one, an inversion furnace. HQ has also identified a converter outside its typical range through a terrain scan. Perhaps we'll find clues related to the furnace there. No, it has to be there. The only way to turn the tide of this war now is to destroy the Ironheart. We must find the inversion furnace and finish the operation as soon as possible, before Corell realizes. Wait, it's Kyle. Nell, patch him through.
Standing by for connection. Verifying signal optimization. Go ahead, Kyle.
Our troops will arrive in Albion soon. We're systematically withdrawing forces from the front line. Everyone has defended calmly and well, executed the planned retreats, and bought us time. The number of casualties is lower than expected. We're approaching the final moments. We've received a report that Corell has descended from his ship.
Kyle, Marcus and the Investigative Corps are headed your way. Their support should help you hold out a little longer.
I'm grateful to Marcus, but we plan on fighting using only the power of the Descendants from now on. We're here to achieve victory, not take everyone down with us. And it's better to fight as a small group within the Prime Hand's ruins.
Descendants don't have to shoulder the entire burden. If things go south, I want you to give up the Ironheart and retreat immediately.
We can't just end the show when we keep attracting such huge audiences. We'll try to buy as much time as possible. Over and out.
Luna!
This won't do. If we're done with resupply and repairs, all units move to the location of the converter. We're running out of time on both fronts. We have to hurry.
Got it. Let me tack on one more arm component before we go. Do you want like an ice cube or something to snack on?
Ugh, let's just get going.
Can I trust you'll be victorious? All units, I have your missions for this operation. As you know, our goal is to locate the inversion furnace. However, there's something you need to know. The defense commander of this fortress is called Kulan. Kulan is known to have single-handedly defeated multiple colossi. In other words, he can go toe-to-toe with them by himself. Lepik, you and I will protect the team from Kulan. We have to block main routes and secure favorable terrain before he appears. The rest of you, help the guide search for the inversion furnace. Guide, do you have any intel that might be useful?
I'm sorry. I detect a high concentration of inverted energy in this area. But I'm still finding it difficult to identify the exact source from this proximity.
Don't worry. Sometimes things can become more clouded the closer you get to them. It's like that for me with Aisha.
Whenever you go into the void to look for her, I'll help you.
I'll hold you to that.
Those are colossi remains. Descendant. The corrosive fluid from the Colossus has damaged the control panel, and I can't connect to it. We'll need to destroy the panel and bypass it via the emergency control device. Good. Now I can access the emergency control device. This facility used to be an auxiliary of the furnace, which was built to melt colossi remains. It included a process that made it easier to remove and melt parts such as equipped weapons, round loaders, and battlesuits. I don't know why they were melting colossi. I'll check the core facility. processed colossi remains were transported beyond that partition. The furnace used to melt colossi remains must be there, descendant.
We're detecting an enormous number of Vulgus signals from the direction of the main gate. There's another way in. Let's go that way to get closer. It's a side path, but the entire facility is crawling with defense forces. It'll be close to impossible to avoid combat, so be careful.
Noted.
Descendant, there's a facility control terminal nearby. If you connect me to it, I can search for more information. Descendant, the Vulgus were melting colossi remains to make highly enriched energy material. Heating the Ironheart using energy containing this much entropy would be more than enough to turn them into antimatter. So this is the truth behind inverted energy.
Can we use it for the inversion process, Guide?
No. This facility only melts colossi remains. Heating the Ironheart with the results of that process happens elsewhere. Perhaps at the inversion furnace. It must be physically connected to this place. I'll scan for intel in the control terminal. The molten colossi remains seem to be flowing towards a location nearby. Let me check the blueprints. Descendant, I have finally pinpointed the location of the inversion furnace. The facility is in the basement of Fortress Command. I have detected colossi remains that have been melted by the furnace flowing in that direction. But our enemies have already established a line of defense between here and the command facility. The commander of this fortress must be waiting for us. Descendant, do you think we can break through this Vulgus defense line with the forces we have? I regret pushing you into a corner, but I believe this is the only way.
We'll be fine, Guide. Right now, we have no choice but to get it done. All units, converge upon the point of attack at the fortress's defense line. Maintain your position there, ready for our final operation.
Can I trust you'll be victorious? It's finally come to this. The success of our entire operation depends on this fight. I feel like I did on the day of my first lecture. Nervous. Still, the situation is actually better than that day. It looks like there was a battle that took place when the Colossi appeared, drawn to the inverted energy. The fortress defense system was destroyed, and the key base for the fortress defense forces fell apart. That means, in our current state, we have a good chance of winning. I'm talking too much. All units commence operation to break through the Vulgus defense line. You need to destroy the Vulgus in front of us and push forward to Fortress Command, where the inversion furnace is. Any questions?
What's there to ask? Let's just go!
Great, let's move. Descendant, the Vulgus forces are deleting confidential data at the destroyed base. After viewing the cache, I see it was some kind of blueprint. As they were desperate to destroy it, I believe it must be related to their fortress command. The data. As I expected, it is the blueprint for the Fortress Command.
I think they noticed we stole the data. They're all heading to your position.
Receiving more data. I'll analyze it, Descendant.
Careful. The Vulgus are flocking your way.
Noted.
Vulgus is remotely blocking the data transmission. You must eliminate them, so I can receive the blueprint data. Data received. Now I can accurately determine a route to the inversion furnace.
Damn it! The Vulgus built an IED with the Colossi remains. But they wouldn't survive the blast from this either. Are they out of their minds? We can stop it from detonating by destroying the trigger. Good. 2 more to go. I'll send the locations of the other Colossi remains to your receive.
Let's go.
One more to go. You can do it. Looks like someone on their side thinks just like me. You said it.
Let's go.
I was close. Thanks for defusing the IED.
Fortress infiltration complete. Commencing with the mission to destroy the Ironheart. Guide, I'm counting on you to help until this is all over.
I'm putting my faith in you too, Ajax. Descendant, it seems we've finally made it this far. The last Colossus has been melted in the furnace, and the inversion furnace is ready to be activated. We are also ready to retrieve the Ironheart that was submerged in Arcade. We are waiting on you now, Descendant. We only have one chance to activate the furnace and crush the Ironheart. I believe we can do this. We will destroy the Ironheart together. Descendant, I'll operate the furnace and start the inversion furnace sequence. Follow the directions laid out in your receive and get to the furnace. The Vulgus forces will come after you, but there's no time to lose. You must move quickly.
Guide, I've heard that the inversion process releases an enormous amount of energy. Can you guarantee that the units that enter will be safe without my barrier?
If we can escape while the Ironheart is still in the inversion furnace, the Descendants will not be exposed to the energy. Our biggest problem is the Vulgus commander leading the fortress defense. If they appear, they will delay everything, lowering our chance of success.
Leave that to us. I'll blow them up no matter how strong they are.
See. Operating the furnace. Do they know about the inversion furnace? They must believe they can destroy the fortress by overloading it. How futile! Close the partition and stop their advance. Once I've resupplied, I will hunt them down myself.
The Vulgus are stalling. We can open the partition by disconnecting the power. Fortunately, they are unaware of our true goal. They believe that we are only here to destroy the fortress.
However, if Jaber's jamming signal is disrupted, they will discover everything. We must complete the operation before that happens.
Communications with Master Corel not been restored yet. There's no response from Agios either. However, Master Corel doesn't need to know why the scum are headed to the inversion furnace. A dead descendant says nothing. Send our forces to the Ironheart lab. We will fight the descendants there. This is your opportunity to distinguish yourselves in battle. Eliminate the vermin.
Noting.
Not bad. All forces, destroy the inversion furnace's control system. I don't want to meddle with Master Flell's accomplishment, but Eamon can reload it. You vermin will not have it your way.
Descendant, it's too late. The enemy is fighting back. If they destroy the control system, I cannot continue the inversion process. We must stop them. Descendant, I've located the core facility necessary to activate the furnace. I'll try to gain control of it. Then we can be sure that the conversion operation remains viable.
Have you stopped the enemy from destroying the system?
I have accessed the core facility and am installing the system. Once I have completed this, I will be able to activate the inversion furnace.
But?
The automation system has been damaged by the enemy. In order to finish the inversion process, I must operate the furnace system manually.
Wait. That means...
Someone has to be left behind in the furnace.
I'm coming now. I'll take care of it.
Ajax, you're not thinking straight. We can't hold the defense line without you. If it falls, we'll all fall to the Vulgus.
Damn it.
Descendant. What do you think? Descendant? I understand. I'll inform everyone that we will proceed with the operation.
What do you mean? You're going ahead with the operation?
She has a point. We've come too far to give up. We have to protect the defense line. If we fall here, it'll be all over for the guys at the furnace.
We'll really have to steel ourselves for this.
That is the inversion furnace. When you are ready, I'll remove the iron heart from the arcade. I will be with you until the end, Descendant. Inversion sequence activated. Initiating Ironheart overload. Descendant, as we overload and destroy the Ironheart, you will experience anomalous events in the area around the furnace. It seems this energy is very similar to void erosion. Be careful. Getting close to it can be dangerous. But you cannot place yourself too far from the furnace either. I need the Descendant's arcade to control the furnace system.
How do these vermin have an iron heart? And an inverted iron heart, no less? All units, stop the inversion furnace. Master Corral must be informed. Restore communications immediately.
Ironheart mass reduction. 30%. The heart is overloading. It's getting more intense. Void erosion is also increasing. Be careful.
The defense line is collapsing. More Vulgus forces are heading to the furnace.
They have enough to worry about over there. We have to step it up.
Force reduction, 60%. Descendant, watch out for the falling fragments of the anti-materialized Ironheart.
They are inverting the inverted Ironheart. Are they trying to destroy it? So that's what they were intending all along. Not on my watch.
Damn it! The defense commander has broken through the line. He's heading your way.
Lepik, cover me. I need to help Ajax.
Don't worry about me. Go help. The furnace.
This heat. Yes. I was made for this place, wasn't I? I will protect Master Corel the Conqueror. I will go to Clip-Off.
Descendant, the Vulgus has activated an emergency shutdown of the inversion furnace. We cannot complete the overloading sequence until we remove this final safety measure. Defeat the Vulgus and deactivate the final safety measure. Deactivation of safety measure. Pending. Descendant. Destroy the Ironheart.
It appears that the Ironheart has been destroyed. The Vulgus fleet is retreating. I repeat, the Vulgus fleet is retreating. Command, what's the situation?
We've confirmed there has been a massive explosion at a critical fortress. The Iron Heart appears to be destroyed. But I can't locate the Descendant signal. Descendant, please respond. Descendant!
Descendant, can you hear me? The Iron Heart has been destroyed. Thank you for believing in me. Now no one can alter the balance of Ingress. However, Ingress still needs you.
Arcade signal detected in the void dimension. This signature is... It is the Descendant's arcade.
Seneca, confirm the coordinates. Engaging emergency transmitter. Initiating transmission. Descendant life sign detected. I repeat, Descendant life sign detected. Ironheart destruction confirmed. The operation is a success.
Wow! We won!
I knew we'd be able to do it.
This is definitely one for the books. It'll be perfect for history lectures.
The Vulgus are retreating here too! I really thought we were goners for a minute.
It's a shame that the Ironheart we used as bait couldn't be saved.
Hey, we survived. That's more than enough.
Do you think that strategic planning is easy? Thank heavens, Descendant. You're okay. I thought we had lost you. Your chance of survival was close to 0%. I think the destruction of the Ironheart forced a connection to the Void. That's why you were sucked into void space. Anyway, I'm very relieved that I'm able to personally deliver this incredible news to you. The operation to destroy the Ironheart was a success. The Vulgus forces at each front are retreating. The fact that they've ceased attacking suggests that Corel must have lost a significant strategic target. After being outmatched at every turn, humankind has finally turned the tide in this war. I'm compiling all operation reports, including for the situation at the White Knight Gulch. All descendants that were dispatched there are reported to be fine. Alpha will explain in more detail. Please return to HQ. Oh, just a moment. Speaking as myself, and not as an executive officer of HQ, I'd like to personally thank every descendant. Especially you. You destroyed the Ironheart and prevented an unimaginable crisis. We're all in your debt. Thank you, Descendant, for everything.
Standing by for Operation Debrief. Descendants who have returned to Albion, report to HQ.
Good job, Eugen.
You too, Captain. Blair, you'll cook something for us when we get back, won't you?
Of course!
Good job, everyone. No. Good job doesn't do it justice. The future of the entire human race depended on this operation. And humankind came together to pull it off. Now, Corel and the Vulgus are retreating. Corel discovered that we had taken the inverted Ironheart and tried to come after us. But he was too late. By then, the heart had already been destroyed. We've achieved this major victory due to your actions, Descendant. I'm very glad that we have all of you and the guide still with us. However, Corel took the Ironheart we used as bait and disappeared without a trace. We're currently using all of our recon assets to search for Corel's flagship, but we do not know what the outcome will be. We have to remember that this war is not over yet. Corel still has 2 Ironhearts. He's probably plotting something even more dangerous as we speak. And there are still Vulgus forces across Ingress. Without a chain of command, they'll be running riot. For now, we're going to focus on our defense at each front and commence an operation to track down Corell's ship and the Ironhearts. Savor this triumph, everyone. Then let's regroup and keep going. From this moment forward, we aim for total victory. I look forward to working together again soon, Descendant.
You have completed one of the sacred missions of the Ancestors, Descendant. I'm so proud of you. However, there is something I must tell you regarding the destruction of the remaining Ironhearts. Come, Descendant. Many people were willing to sacrifice their lives for the final operation, but your courage was exceptional. You risked your own life and destroyed the Ironheart in my place, even though I am merely an AI. If it weren't for you, humankind would no longer be here. But Descendant, there is something I need you to know for the future. As you know, the Magisters wanted the Ironhearts in exchange for the resources and technology that the Magisters provide for humankind. Because we destroyed an Ironheart, the Magisters may threaten humanity due to the breach of that agreement. There may be conflicts with the Magisters in the future, and they may even be less forthcoming with their support. But don't forget, every single one of the Ironhearts must be eliminated from Ingress. As long as you remember that, we can withstand anything that comes. Continue to fulfill your calling as a Descendant and protect the people you love. I will help humanity. I believe in you, Descendant. Your journey is not over yet.
Descendant, I am so glad you are still alive. The hero that saved humankind. I have a favor to request of you.
When I located your arcade signal in the void, I was very relieved. Losing a descendant such as yourself is like experiencing the apocalypse all over again. I am very pleased to see you again, Descendant. However, the energy generated from the destruction of the Ironheart has sent ripples through the deepest recesses of the void. Unfortunately, this means we're likely to encounter colossi of a completely different standard in the future. However, I still agree with the decision to destroy the Ironhearts. If all the Ironhearts are completely destroyed, the colossi would become oblivious to the Ingress dimension. As closing the dimensional wall is pointless now, the Ironhearts must be removed from Ingress. With the destruction of an Ironheart, it's clear we'll face stronger colossi. But the night is darkest just before the dawn. If we can journey through this dark tunnel together, the future of Ingress will be bright. Until that day comes, I hope you will continue to work with me and fight the colossi intercept battles. As always, I put my faith in your strength and determination, Descendant.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope. Descendant, I have heard that humankind has triumphed against Corel. Humans have won many battles over the years, but they continue to lose the war. Until now. This victory has helped to completely alter my perspective on humanity and descendants. Although, you did all destroy the Ironheart. The Council of Magisters won't easily forget the choice made by Albion headquarters. And considering that Magisters are of Vulgus origin, the enemy may be closer than you think. But that's only the stance of the Council of Magisters. Some of the Magisters, myself included, will still root for humanity. I want you to remember that I will continue to stand with you all, despite whatever policy is decreed by the Council. It seems as if you'll need many things from me going forward.
Were the commander's explanations confusing again? This is HQ. Sending to all descendants on standby. We're receiving multiple requests for reinforcements due to Vulgus attacks at strategic points in each zone. Corel and the Vulgus main fleet should be gone, but the enemy's attacks are intensifying. All available descendants, please review the briefing sent to your receive and carry out your assigned mission.
Nell, could you assign a different descendant to my mission?
Valby? Is something wrong?
Honestly, I haven't been feeling well recently. I feel pain whenever I use my RK abilities. It feels like a huge kind of force inside me.
Feels like something twisting inside you, right?
How did you know?
Damn it. Some of the other descendants have similar symptoms, including me.
It's the same with me. I thought it was just fatigue, but something doesn't feel right.
For now, those who are able to be deployed, please switch missions with other descendants. HQ will investigate the situation.
I can see many descendants are suffering from the same symptoms. I'm also experiencing My code is becoming unstable. Because this phenomenon also affects me, I believe the cause is related to Arche. I'll investigate the origin of these issues while you carry out your mission.
Do you think we'll ever see the day when the Vulgus are completely eradicated from the universe? All quiet. Infiltration by the Vulgus has gotten worse recently. HQ has ordered us to step up our security. No more than everybody's got too soft.
Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately.
Descendant, I've called you because I need your help. These bastards are using a suspicious-looking digger. Before we can investigate it, we need to get rid of the forces guarding it. Alright, let's get to work, Descendant. It's swarming with defensive units. Clear them out. You got it? requires so much security. Judging by that ridiculously large digger, they're definitely up to something. Damn it! Descendant, we've detected another high-level Vulgus. There's just no end to them. Please take care of this. I have to check it out myself. To do that, I'll need you to lay waste to the Vulgus. Every last one of them. I'm sure you got this, right? bad feeling about this. That's the hazardous object proximity alert, isn't it? Seems we have quite the powerful visitor. Another tough enemy to deal with. Descendant, do your thing. Something weird about the energy flow within the Vulgus facility. Oh, and it looks like we have to deal with even more defensive forces. Why is there no end to these bastards? Damn it. Damn it! Descendant, we've detected another high-level Vulgus. There's just no end to them. Please take care of this.
I discovered the cause of my abnormalities and your symptoms. It will be better if I explain this in person. At the moment, using arcade even for communicating may be too much. Descendant, an excessive amount of inversion energy has accumulated in the depths of your arcade. As you know, the Descendant's arcade is now strong enough to accommodate the inverted Iron Heart. Thanks to this, we reclaimed the Iron Hearts that the enemy held and could even destroy them in places Karel didn't expect. However, we overlooked the side effects that come with awakening such powerful forces. Once a Descendant's arcade has absorbed inversion energy, it has an endless craving to consume more of that power. Across Ingress, energy particles that remain as a result of the destruction of the inverted Iron Heart are widely dispersed. The Descendant's arcade has been unconsciously absorbing these inverted particles. If we cannot control this phenomenon, the inversion energy from within the arcade of all the Descendants will reach a critical state. If arcade is overloaded with inversion energy, it could trigger an internal explosion within the Descendants. This is similar to how one of the Iron Hearts was destroyed by an inversion overload. But Descendant, as soon as this problem occurred to me, I received a design file from the Ancestors database. My thoughts were inputted to the database as prompts, and the necessary technology data was sent to me, in a similar manner to the AI you use. The technology is called an inversion circulation device. The device filters and expels inversion energy that has been absorbed into arcade. I am skeptical of this technology, as it is unverified. But for now, we should build the device and hope it works as intended. The Ancestors database seems to be a different type of system than I am. But I cannot afford to risk valuable Descendants because I am suspicious of another AI. Descendant, investigate the Ancestors facility immediately and retrieve the ancient metal we require to create the inversion circulation device. While you are doing so, I will transmit the design to HQ and verify its effectiveness.
I am analyzing the void paradox.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope, don't you think?